Archangel Michael says, the hour of 11 p.m. is not just another mark on the clock. It is the time where your walls grow thinner, and something steps through the veil. What has been watching you is not only real, it is waiting for your weakest moment to act. It doesn't make noise. It doesn't knock. It simply observes you from the edge of your bed, the corner of your ceiling, the crack of your door, calmly. At first, it was curiosity. Now, it's become hunger. Hunger not for food or blood, but for your energy, your emotions, and the purity you try so hard to protect. There's a reason you feel drained every morning. It's not just sleep. It's spiritual theft happening quietly while you dream. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Archangel Michael says, you're not imagining the cold breeze in a sealed room. That chill you feel on your spine isn't just temperature, it's presence. Something sent from another realm is invading your space. It marks you at 11 p.m., because that's when your light dims slightly, and its shadow grows stronger. You might notice it in the blinking of the light, in your reflection looking slightly off. Every night, it gets bolder. It doesn't hate you, it envies you. What's on you is a divine glow that it can't have, but if it can weaken you, it believes it can wear that glow like a disguise. That's why your sleep patterns changed, your thoughts spiraled, and your strength has been fluctuating. You were chosen, and anything chosen is also targeted. That's why you've been under this nightly surveillance, not by a human, but by an energy that has attached itself to you without your permission. Type Amen to get blessing 729. Every 11 p.m., it stares with no eyelids. It doesn't blink. It just absorbs you silently as if trying to decode your soul from the way you breathe. You felt like someone was near you when you closed your eyes, because something is. Not beside you, not under the bed, but above you, hanging near the ceiling, like a shadow that breathes. It doesn't want you dead. It wants you broken. Because if it can drain your spirit and slow your steps, it knows the mission on your life will collapse on its own. Its goal is not immediate destruction, it's erosion. Slow, silent, and done while your eyelids flutter at night. Type Amen to get blessing 842. You are not crazy. The odd sounds you hear at the same hour. The feeling of eyes on you when no one is around. It's the same invisible visitor, nightly watching. It is not always visible to your eyes, but your soul knows it's there. You've tossed and turned because your spirit fights it off even when your body sleeps. Your prayers have been working, but your fear fuels it. What it wants is for you to become so consumed by the unknown that you forget who walks with you spiritually. This thing doesn't just watch, it waits. It waits for the moment when your spiritual guard slips for just 1 second. Type Amen to get blessing 1171. There's a mirror in your room it uses as a gateway. A glass that's more than just reflection, it's a portal. Every night, it flickers ever so slightly, letting this force peek through. You've likely passed it without knowing. But the moment you stare into it too long, you'll feel that sickening sensation in your stomach. That's not your imagination, it's a magnetic pull from the other side. There is a reason that mirror has seen you cry, has seen you undress, has seen your pain. It's not just there to reflect your image, it's been watching you back. Burn a candle in front of it. Not for superstition, but to block what's been stepping through. Light has always terrified the watchers. Type Amen to get blessing 441. Every single night at 11 p.m., a signal is sent from a realm unseen. That signal doesn't just look for houses, it looks for hearts. Yours has been marked because it glows. You might be feeling sudden sadness before bed, anxiety that hits for no reason, memories that haunt you out of nowhere. That's the effect of its gaze. It doesn't touch, but it bends your emotions. You weren't meant to face this alone, and the reason you're seeing this message is because heaven is finally intervening. Archangel Michael has stepped into the situation. He stands near the doorway of your room now. And yet, this being that watches won't go without resistance. It has grown attached. But its grip is weakening with every word you read here. Type Amen to get blessing 2220. It doesn't speak with words, but it mimics energy. You'll notice it through repeated patterns. The same dream, the same hour of waking up, the same flicker of power. Your bed is supposed to be your sanctuary, but it's become a battleground. Because when you rest, your soul rises, and this force wants to chain your spirit down. You might have already sensed your dreams turning darker. Places you don't recognize. People with no faces. That's because the Watcher is trying to trap your soul in spaces it controls. But tonight, the light will fight back. The chains are being severed. It will be confused by your rising power. Type Amen to get blessing 3001. There are whispers you hear but ignore. Sounds like your name being said softly when no one is around. This is no coincidence. That is a lure. It mimics the voices of loved ones. That's how it pulls you emotionally, to drop your guard. But you've grown wiser. You're seeing it for what it is now. Your angels have seen enough. Tonight is a turning point. The mirror will fog. The air will warm. That's how you'll know it's being pushed out. Its final weapon is sleep paralysis. If it can freeze you, it believes it can climb closer. But you're covered now. That weapon will fail. Type Amen to get blessing 918. Archangel Michael says, you are not just a victim, you are a vessel of divine light. And anything that shines draws moths, yes, but also fireflies. You are not alone. The Watchers are falling back now. Each second you read this, the realm around you is being cleared. What once hovered at your bed now trembles at the name that defends you. You've been strong for so long without understanding why the nights felt like war. That's because they were. But you never fought empty-handed, your soul was armored. Now the shift is happening. The nightly 11 p.m. will no longer belong to the Watcher. It belongs to the warrior, you. Type Amen to get blessing 1337. The ceiling crack it used to peek through? Sealed. The corner shadow that stretched closer each week? Banished. The silence that screamed louder than noise? Replaced by peace. You may still feel remnants. It's normal. Spiritual residue takes time to clear, like smoke after fire. But each breath you take in faith pushes it further. You're reclaiming not just your bed, but your rest, your mind, your peace. And with every moment, the intruder forgets your name. That's how deeply you are being covered in celestial protection now. Type Amen to get Blessing 2024. Tonight, when 11 p.m. comes, don't be afraid. Stand. Light something, candle, lamp, or even your own spirit. Let that light be your response. You no longer need to look over your shoulder. The shoulder has already been guarded. You've survived nights you didn't understand, and now the understanding is your shield. Don't speak to it. Don't feed it fear. Let your silence be powerful, let your presence be undeniable. That room is yours. And with every breath you take in peace, the darkness forgets how to find you again. Type Amen to get Blessing 4555. You didn't find this message by accident. The 11 p.m. visitor wanted your silence. But heaven needed your awareness. You are protected now. Archangel Michael says, a sword was placed in your atmosphere the moment your spirit cried out for help. Though your voice never left your lips, it thundered in heaven. What watches now watches no more. What waited will wait in vain. Because tonight, your room becomes light, and light cannot be watched, it blinds the watchers. Let this message stay near you. Let this night be your declaration, I do not fear 11 p.m. anymore. It doesn't end with tonight. Now that it has been exposed, it will try to return through other forms, disguised in doubt, hidden in sadness, or wrapped in distraction. But you've been marked by divine truth, and the mark cannot be erased. Your awareness is your weapon now. The 11 p.m. watcher has lost its edge because it relied on your ignorance. You have taken that power back, and the shift is permanent. It might try to send strange dreams, fragmented images, old fears, or people you haven't thought about in years. But recognize the tactic. It is desperation. You are stronger than those illusions now. The sound of silence will become different from now on. Instead of fear, it will hold presence. The presence of something holy, something alert, something surrounding you invisibly. Type Amen to get Blessing 1777. Your protection is not a maybe. It is sealed. Not in a ritual or candle, but in the authority of your calling. Each night you rest now will recharge you instead of drain you. What used to be a time of spiritual robbery is turning into a time of restoration. This shift may cause disruption. People may leave. Strange calls may come. Emotional swings may try to return. That's the spiritual dust shaking off as light clears darkness. Stand firm. You're not battling anymore. You are walking as someone who's already won. Type Amen to get blessing 2662. You'll begin to notice your reflection shift. It will look more awake, more fierce, more like someone who has faced things not many can survive. That's your spiritual face returning. Don't downplay the war. You were targeted because of your light, not your flaws. It wanted to confuse you into forgetting your power. It might have gotten close. But it didn't win. And now you walk into your next chapter, aware, awake, and aligned. Even your room will feel different. That's not imagination. That's clearance. The atmosphere knows who rules the space now. Type Amen to get blessing 5099. This victory will echo into your future. Peace at night creates clarity in the day. Clarity brings purpose, and purpose brings divine alignment. The 11 p.m. hour will now be the hour you start commanding what belongs to you, not fearing what hunts you. You're no longer the watched, you are the watcher now. You'll feel it tonight. Not fear, but fire. Not dread, but dominion. That's the shift of power. And when you rise tomorrow, it won't be like any other morning. You'll rise knowing the darkness tried, and failed. Type Amen to get blessing 10001. There's a reason why so many nights felt like they were smothering you. Now you know, it wasn't just a feeling. It was an active presence that had wrapped itself in secrecy, feeding on your exhaustion and pain. But the veil has been lifted. The truth has cracked the illusion, and light is pouring in from places you forgot even existed. There is no going back to ignorance, only forward into full awareness. Each step you take from now on will feel different. Even your breath will carry more weight. The moment you reclaimed your space, your body responded. That heaviness that used to press on your chest at night is gone. It cannot survive in clarity. It cannot stay where light has been permanently planted. Type Amen to get blessing 6244. Even your dreams will shift. You will begin to dream of your higher path, your true calling, your hidden protection. Angels have been assigned to guard what watches used to target. The Watcher's access has been revoked. Its key was fear, and you've changed the lock. It cannot re-enter. Not unless you invite it, and you won't. Archangel Michael says, the sword is still drawn. Not in war now, but in watch. And heaven is watching over you, reclaiming the hour of 11 p.m. for divine downloads instead of demonic delays. You are safe now. Not because danger disappeared, but because your power expanded. Type Amen to get blessing 7171. You might wake up some nights still feeling unsettled, that's okay. Healing from spiritual invasion isn't instant. But the Watchers no longer wait. They have moved on, defeated and exposed. They tried to steal your voice. Now you speak with strength. They tried to keep you small. Now you stretch with spiritual authority. This is not just about your sleep. It's about your destiny. What they feared most wasn't your rest, it was your awakening. And now that you're awake, they tremble. The game they played in shadows is over. You now walk in light, and the darkness flees at the sound of your steps. Type Amen to get blessing 8888. Let this be your declaration: I take my nights back. I take my rest back. I take my soul back. You've cried too many nights for nothing. You've wondered why anxiety struck when everything seemed fine. You've been targeted not for your weakness, but for your potential. But now you're no longer blind to it. And you'll no longer tolerate it. The 11 p.m. hour has shifted into the time where heaven whispers instead of hell watching. So sleep tonight, knowing what watched you is now beneath you. What hovered over you now hides from you. Because you've been marked, not for suffering, but for victory. Type Amen to get blessing 9990. It seems you're looking for further elaboration and a deeper continuation. Let's dive even deeper. The battle you've faced in silence, the restless nights, the eerie sense of being observed, the growing tension each time the clock strikes 11, was never your burden to carry. The unseen world has tried to break you, but what it didn't understand is that the more it pushed, the more you grew. Archangel Michael says, this is where your true power begins to manifest. In the moments when you feel the weight of the world, you are actually being shaped into someone indestructible. You're not just surviving, you are evolving. You are becoming something that can no longer be touched by shadows. You've become aware, not just of your surroundings but of your strength within them. You may still feel moments of unease, that is only the remnants of what has already been defeated. The darkness does not give up easily, but it will. And soon, it will have nothing left to cling to. Type Amen to get blessing 3333. In the quiet moments when you think you're alone, know that heaven is surrounding you. Those whispers you sometimes hear in your thoughts, those sudden, overwhelming urges to pray, to act, to move, these are not just your intuition. They are divine nudges from those who are watching over you now. What once was a space of fear and vulnerability is now a holy ground, guarded fiercely by angels. They are here, not just for your protection, but to deliver the messages you were always meant to hear. Your path is no longer a winding maze of confusion and worry, it's a straight road illuminated by the light of truth. And the closer you move toward it, the more you will see the unseen world begin to tremble. You no longer need to fear the unknown. The unknown is afraid of you now. Type Amen to get blessing 4444. Tonight, as 11 p.m. approaches, know that you are not vulnerable. You are stronger than ever. No longer will you feel the weight of the watcher's gaze. No longer will you feel helpless as the darkness tries to claim your peace. Instead, the atmosphere will shift. It will tremble in the presence of your strength. Those who have watched you from the other side of the veil will be forced to step back, for they will recognize that you are not a target, but a vessel of light that can no longer be dimmed. Do not be afraid if you feel sudden warmth as the hour draws near. This is not fear, this is divine protection. You have entered a new phase. You are in a space of divine alignment where nothing can harm you unless you allow it. Type Amen to get blessing 5555. With each new breath you take, you are strengthening the wall of protection around you. The forces that once tried to invade your home, your peace, and your soul are being pushed back with every prayer, every thought of love, and every word you speak. You are becoming more aligned with your true self, and that alignment is stronger than any force that has ever tried to disturb your peace. You will no longer feel the heavy grip of fear. Instead, when the 11 p.m. hour comes, you will feel peace. Not the fleeting peace of avoiding the danger, but the deep, unwavering peace of knowing that you are fully protected and fully supported. The darkness will no longer have any claim over your space, your body, or your spirit. It will be banished, and its strength will diminish until it fades into oblivion. Type Amen to get blessing 6666. When you lie down to sleep tonight, imagine the light of the angels wrapping around you like a blanket. See the light expanding beyond your room, filling every crack and corner, until the entire space is glowing with divine protection. This light will form a shield, not just around your body but around your spirit. It will keep the darkness at bay and will guide you to a new level of awareness. From now on, the 11 p.m. hour will be your time to reconnect with your higher self, your purpose, and your mission. The once overbearing presence of the Watcher will no longer be able to intrude. It will be replaced with peace, clarity, and a deep connection to the divine. Type Amen to get blessing 7777. And so, the cycle ends. You have faced the darkness. You have stood firm. And now, your light has conquered. No longer will you be watched by unseen forces. Now you will be the one who stands watch, guarding your peace, guarding your spirit, and walking in alignment with your highest purpose. Archangel Michael says, this victory is just the beginning. What you have faced in the shadows is nothing compared to what you will achieve in the light. Keep your heart strong, your faith unwavering, and know that the protection of heaven surrounds you always. You have won. You are free. And the 11 p.m. hour? It belongs to you now. Type Amen to get blessing 8888.